She was 11. 11 and putting deep lines into her skin while salty tears fall down from her face, hoping nobody would hear her sorrow cries. She couldn't help it anymore. You got rid of the little happiness she had left inside of her. She cannot take it anymore. She's drained. Little does everyone know that behind those closed doors is just a young girl that wants to be loved and have a happy, normal life. But instead, before her showers, she sits down with a razor and starts cutting herself until there's blood rushing down. She tells people that she's getting clean, but they would never know what she is actually going through. Her family and friends worry deeply about her mental health, but they wouldn't understand why she begs not to go to school or why she loves hugs. She has been clean for more than a week now, but is really struggling because of everything that is going on surrounding her. She is giving out hints to her friends by posting relatable videos on her story. But even though her loving friends reply back saying that they are always there for her and that she is always welcome to vent, that's just not enough for her to come through her fears. I miss the old me, the one who could laugh and not worry about covering my mouth. I miss having real smiles, or the one who was able to fit in no matter how they looked. I miss being able to trust people. I miss not having to worry about homework. I miss not having to worry about what people thought of me. I miss being able to have guy friends and it not being a, oh, you're dating type of thing. I miss my old friends before they switched up. I miss having a big friend group just because we got along, not because of what we looked like or how we acted. I miss everything. I'd go back to being 7 in a heartbeat. I hate how I turned out. Anxiety. It's quite hard to explain. They ask, why are you so scared? Nothing is going to happen, but they just don't get it. It's the feeling that you get just as you hit the water. It's the feeling you get when all eyes on you. Don't stutter, don't fall, be perfect. Am I walking weird? Do I look okay? Does my hair look bad? Is someone judging me? It eats you from the inside out. Yet if you hide behind a mask, no one will ever know. One cut here, one cut there. No one will see, and no one will care. I want to stop, and it seems unfair. I do it again and again and again and again, and now there is too much damage beyond repair. I try and I try and I try to stop, but something won't let me. I feel stuck in a knot. I don't feel seen. I'm too stressed out. I'm scared of everyone knowing the damage I've done. Now everyone can see the damage that's done. And to not only me, but to everyone. Sometimes I want to give up and I don't see the point. I go home feeling like a disappointment. All I need is help, but that's not what I want. I want everyone to see that I am the one. Now, everywhere is red and I can't seem to stop. There is no space left to untie that knot. The knot keeps getting tighter and tighter until I can breathe no more. My wrists are so red I can't tell the difference between them or the sun. I feel like I'm being watched by everyone. All I can do is cry, and yet I can't seem to say goodbye. If I was gone, would anyone care? Would anyone really be there? Would anyone try to stop me, or would they watch and think that's fair? Would anyone help me, the one that needs help, the one that thinks he's being watched by everyone? Would anyone notice if I was gone? Would anyone cry from the beyond? The people I need the most don't make time. They are leaving me for people that won't commit such a crime. Why does everyone act like the king and I am the slave? Everyone is acting like such a fucking mob. One cut here and one cut there. Now everyone can see my scars that are everywhere. And still, to no surprise, no one cares. She's the girl that talks others out of suicide, but had a hard time doing the same for herself. She truthfully assures everyone how beautiful, wonderful, and precious they all are, because she doesn't want them to feel the same way she does. I'm struggling. I know it may not seem that way, but I am. You're always happy in school. You never act upset. You're just being dramatic. You're 18, it'll pass. No, you don't get it. You don't understand how I feel. I feel like everything is falling apart, like everything's fucking up for no reason. I feel like everyone hates me and nobody has my back. I'm always the second choice. I'm always the one that's left out. I need help. I don't know what to do. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry that I was annoying. I'm sorry that I was overthinking everything. I'm sorry that I was overprotecting. I'm sorry that I was texting you texts that are not important. I'm sorry for everything. I just wanted to be loved. I just wanted to be friends with you. Being called annoying is the worst thing imaginable. It can quickly make someone feel bad about how they act and change their attitude, especially if you were just being yourself. That proves no one actually loves you for who you are. Most children these days normally have messy rooms and don't go outside much. Parents think that this is just because they are lazy and unhygienic. That is not the case. Maybe they're just so tired and exhausted that they can't socialize. Maybe they can't find any sort of motivation to clean up. They tend to think that they are the cause of every problem that occurs, every fight, every little mistake that is made. But if the parents were in their shoes, they would do exactly the same thing. They would lock themselves up and not do a thing about their social life or their rooms. So before parents say anything about kids being lazy or unhygienic, they should probably think about what that child has been through. I'm sick and tired of just existing. I don't know what's wrong. Everything used to be so easy and fun. We wouldn't have to worry about anything. Now all I do is hide myself in my room, in my clothes, and even in my own mind. I wonder if anyone would even care if I just, died? She knows she doesn't have a perfect body like those models, and she knows she doesn't have a beautiful face, but did you have to tell her? Did you have to point and laugh? Did you have to make her more insecure? Did you have to say something? I don't think so. Now she cries herself to sleep, wondering why she can't be beautiful too. I don't know what to do anymore. I feel like none of my friends like me anymore. Did I do something wrong? And I want to talk to someone, but I don't want to vent to someone, and they then have something worse going on and think I'm selfish. Or talk to someone at school about it, because then they will tell my parents, and I don't have the energy for anything anymore. And I don't even have a proper reason. I just feel so drained all the time. She's so tired. She's tired of caring too much about what others think of her. She's tired of trying to keep a smile on her face. She's tired of hating how she looks. She's tired of crying when she sees herself in the mirror. She's tired of lying to herself. She's tired of pretending like everything is fine. She's exhausted. She's the backup friend, the one who stands behind the group as they walk to class. She's the girl who's never been anyone's first choice, barely even an option. People only care when no one else is around, otherwise she's ignored and just feels so out of place, unwanted, like she's just there. It went from going to sleep early to not being able to go to sleep till 3. It went from getting up early, wanting to go to school, to not wanting to get up or go at all. It went from getting a response within 3 seconds to being left undelivered for 3 hours. It went from being happy all the time to just wanting to sleep my problems away. It went from late nights out to late nights and just thinking. It went from wanting to hang with everyone to hanging with no one. It went from being energetic to just being drained.
The evil had spread like a fever ahead. It was night when you died, my firefly. What could I have said to raise you from the dead? Or could I be the sky on the 4th of July?
I don't think you get it. She's losing herself bit by bit every day, and no one even knows. She's always puts on an act so no one has to worry about her, but she's getting tired. Tired of putting in effort, but no one cares. Tired of being treated like shit. Tired of everything. She doesn't even know who she really is anymore. And even if she were to leave this cruel world, would anyone care? When people ask me, "Are you okay?" the only response I can give is yes. But in reality, I'm doing shitty. But I can't say I'm doing shitty, because I don't have a reason to be doing shitty. I don't have a reason to be feeling like this. So if I say I'm doing shitty, and they ask why, all I can say is I don't know, because I don't know why I'm feeling like this. I don't know what I did to deserve this. I don't know why I'm going through this. I don't know why I feel like giving up. So all I can say is yes, I'm doing just fine, but I'm really not. It's always you're fine, you're just faking it, but am I really? Why would I self-harm for an act? Why would I cry myself to sleep for an act? Why would I have a therapist for an act? Just because I put on a fake smile and laugh like everything is okay doesn't mean everything is actually okay. I just do it so no one worries. 12. She started at 12. Kids that age should be outside with their friends having fun, not slitting their wrists and trying to find a way to kill themselves. Was something wrong with her? She didn't know. She was scared, confused, and hopeless, and still is. You never really know how addictive it is till you start. You tell yourself you'll only do it one time. Then that one time becomes every so often. Then every so often becomes every day until you can't even think of anything else. Everyone tells you to stop. They say you're too pretty or handsome to be hurting yourself. It isn't that easy. It isn't easy to just stop. It's an addiction. Why can't you see that? It's a coping mechanism. You can't just snap out of it. Why don't people understand that? Why don't people want to understand that? We try so hard every day to get sober. We have apps and charts and statistics in our heads. We don't want to be another statistic, another news story of a school kid who killed themselves. But people don't see that. All they see is us hurting ourselves for attention. Suddenly it hit me. I am the fuck-up child. Everything I do, I always find a way to screw it all up. I'm never going to be my parents' favorite, no matter the effort I put into them. I crave their attention. Let me guess. You cry every night, but smile and laugh throughout the day so people don't worry about you. You sleep to escape reality. Whenever someone says something about you, you laugh it off and act like that didn't hurt at all. But you think about it all the time now. You get irritated and mad quickly. Whenever you're in an argument, you feel like crying but force yourself not to because you don't want to look weak in front of people, but you don't cry because you're scared. You just want to cry because you're mad. I don't think anyone knows how I feel in the inside. Everyone thinks I'm a happy person full of energy and loves everything. But what they don't know is that every day I wake up to put a fake face on so everyone thinks I'm okay, because if I show my real self, they will ask, "Are you okay? Do you need help? But I just want to be alone." But if I were to tell them this, they would think I'm being rude, or just don't want to be friends anymore, so I have to stick to a routine so I don't ruin what we have. I think the real reason why it's so hard to let go is because you still have hope. And when you have loved someone unconditionally for so long, it doesn't really end. No matter how many times you tell yourself that it's really over for you and your heart, it isn't. You can never make the wrong person the right person. Don't act dumb. She knows what you say about her. She knows you don't like her. But did you have to make her come home crying every day? Did you have to make her suffer from all the shit talking and dirty looks when she didn't do shit? Did you even consider her feelings? No, I didn't think so.
Dad comes into the living room. Alive then? I say nothing because I do not feel alive. Dad sits next to me. Are you going to tell me what's wrong? No, I am not. You know, if you want to be happier, you have to try. You have to put in the effort. Your problem is that you don't try. I do try. I have tried. I have tried for 16 years.
It went from getting up early and wanting to go to school to not wanting to get up or go at all. It went from feeling motivated and energized to feeling tired and lethargic. It went from going to sleep early to not being able to go to sleep until 3. It went from having a good appetite to not feeling hungry or overeating. It went from being responded to in a few seconds to being left undelivered for days. It went from being social and outgoing to isolating from friends and family. When does it end? Do you know me? Really know me? Or do you know the girl that goes to school every day with a smile the whole day and makes everyone laugh when really she's struggling to keep herself alive? Not eating, no sleep, just mentally drained. So no, you don't really know me. You know the fake me. And as she sat there on her bathroom counter, blood dripping down her leg and onto the floor, crying, she was thinking of how she had everything that she ever wanted. She had a loving boyfriend, lots of friends, a nice house, everything. Why was she still so angry? So angry at her parents, so angry at the world, so angry at her assaulter, so angry at herself. She sat there and realized that she was the problem, and always had been.
I know how you feel.
Don't do that. Please don't do that. You do not know how I feel.
Mike, calm down.
Monsters like you have everything. You don't have to be good. You can mess up over and over again, and the whole world loves you.
Mike.
You'll never know what it's like to fail.
Well, I knew that I wasn't attractive, so I would overcome it by loudness and a forced jollity.
Sometimes I wish I could lend you my eyes, lend you my hips, and lend you my thighs. Sometimes I wish I could take a new shape, switch out some parts and become a big A. Sometimes I wish I could lend you my ears, lend you my thoughts, and lend you my tears.
You don't get it? She hates how annoying she is. She hates how loud she is. She hates how energetic she can be. She hates how loud her mind can be. She hates how she doesn't really trust anyone, only a couple of her closest friends. She hates how she cares too much to a point that it's getting annoying. She hates how she's treating her parents, and whatever she tries, she can't stop it. And she hates it. You know what destroys me? When I'm looking at Snapchat stories and I see people hanging out or posting about each other, it kills me because no one ever invites me to hang out, no one ever posts about me, no one ever includes me. Or a group that I have known for ages plans something in front of me and doesn't invite me. And that's what destroys me and makes me feel invisible, but I'm that friend that is always there for them to vent and talk about their problems. But I have had it. I won't be there anymore. I am tired of always being left out and people at school acting like it doesn't matter when it does. You know what it matters the most? They make me cry at night because I feel like I'm not a good enough friend to them and that I'm not fun to be around. I don't think you get it. She's tired. Tired of trying to be perfect for everyone. Tired of school. Tired of sports. Tired of fake relationships. How would you get it though? You never really knew the real her. You just knew the act she put on. The smile. The quote-unquote perfectness. Nobody really knew the real her. Not even her. I'm done trying because at a point everyone leaves. You have a best friend? She talks shit about you behind your back. You got a boyfriend who cheats on you and plays with your feelings. To be happier, you found comfort in an animal who disappeared. Then got a new one who passed away. Your parents calls you lazy. Your siblings thinks you're annoying. None of your friends seems to like you, and it's always the same. You end up finding one person who end up being your favorite person, but later they always leave you for nothing. So what the fuck is the point in staying when other people don't? She was the happy friend, the funny girl who was always laughing and putting smiles on people's faces. She seemed like she had the perfect life, but she didn't. She never wanted people to be worried about her, so she put on a fake smile and pretended like everything was okay. In reality, she was drained. She would come home and cry until she couldn't feel anything anymore. She wondered what would happen if she could just disappear.
There's really no way of winning if in their eyes you'll always be a dumb one.
Being a girl is fucking tough. If you don't have an ass, you'll get made fun of because you're flat. But if you have one, don't show it off because then you're an asshole. If you don't have boobs, people will make fun of you. If you have boobs, don't bring attention to them because then you're a slut. If you're too short, wear heels. If you're taller than guys, it's awkward. If you're skinny, you're anorexic and you need to eat. If you're fat, you're obese and need to go on a diet. Because no one likes fat girls. If you never had a boyfriend, you're a lesbian. But if you've had more than one, you're a thought. If you have periods, it's gross. But if you haven't, you're not mature. If you lose your virginity, you're a whore. But if you haven't, you're scared. If you don't send nudes, you get blocked. But if you do, you get exposed and labeled for it. And guys wonder why girls are so insecure. Open your fucking eye. She gets it. She's ugly. She isn't perfect enough. She doesn't have an hourglass body. She doesn't have the perfect teeth or a perfect face shape. She knows she isn't perfect pretty, but do you have to rub it in her face? Do you have to tell her every day to make her feel like shit? No, but of course you did anyway. Being called annoying hurts, but it hurts on a different level. But she plays it off by laughing it off and putting on a fake smile. Being called that can change someone's whole personality. The worst part is you were just trying to be yourself. So now you know no one will accept you for you. Next morning, the parents woke up in a state of shock. Why? Why would our perfect little girl do this? Little did they all know this had been going on for a long time. They just didn't have the heart to care for their daughter. They never checked up on her, never cared. Yet they still acted shocked when they found her lifeless. They say they know the real me, but do they really? If they know the real me, why am I so stressed and tired? Why am I never trusting people? Why don't I go out? Why don't I eat? Why am I always in my room? Why am I always listening to music? If you knew the real me, you would know. Knowing the real me is hard.
Who likes me and who hates you? And I'm so tired that I might quit my job, start a new life. And they'd all be so disappointed, cause who am I if not exploited? And I'm so sick of 17. Where's my fucking teenage dream? Someone tells me one more time, enjoy your youth, I'm gonna cry. And I don't stick up for myself, I'm anxious and nothing can help. And I wish I'd done this before, and I wish people liked me more. I am this close to falling off the deep end. I know I'm smiling right now, but the light inside me is dying.
My best friend, she has infinite beauty. Her smile is so goddamn pretty, and her eyes too. She looks like a princess. And I wish that I could be as pretty as her. I love you.
I know I should be doing some homework too. That's my major problem with school. I really don't do anything unless I actually want to do it. And most of the time, I don't want to do anything at all.
See, the rain is nice, but I don't really like getting wet. What in the world? No, I went under the awning. It's still raining. Why is it still raining? I did what I was supposed to. That's not fair.
It's not your fault.
I know. I mean, I know, but I don't always know, you know?
People say they know her, but do they? Do you know why she covers her stomach? Why she doesn't like eating in public? Why she doesn't eat if she has to go somewhere? Why she's always in her room? Why she cries every night? Why she gets mad so easily? Why she's so emotional? Or why she hates living? Don't say you know her if you don't know her. Do they really know her? Because she cries herself to sleep every night. She sits there waiting for someone to text her, thinking someone actually cares, when in reality nobody does. But when she vents, everyone says, oh, that's your problem, or makes it about themselves. That's why she stays quiet, because she has no choice but to hide it. I don't think my friends like me anymore, and only want me when they're bored. But it's okay, because I don't blame them at all. I'm a pretty shitty friend, if you ask me. I think many others would agree. I'm annoying, loud, to energetic. But when I go quiet, I get the comments, "Are you okay?" And I hate it. I disgust myself. Every time I look in the mirror, I cry. I hate my nose. I hate my teeth. I hate my smile. I hate my laugh. I hate my arms. I hate my legs. I hate my stomach. I hate my face. I hate my hair. I hate my chest. I think people pretend to love me because in reality, I'm ugly and unlovable. I hate myself. I have this friend, and she's so fucking annoying. She's just a bossy bitch who thinks she's so cool. Her laugh is so annoying, and I have to pretend to like her or her best friend will come for me. The worst part is that her friends are good people. I can't go a day without seeing her at school and wanting to leave instantly. I just can't. You say you know her, but you only know what happens when you're with her, not when she is alone. She was 9 years old when she started searching up how to get skinnier, and at 10, she wore tape around her stomach to become less fat. At 11, she would scratch her arms when she was stressed, and at 12, she sits in her room cutting herself, because people think it's funny to break her heart. She thinks about killing herself every night. Everyone talks about how people get called fat, but nobody talks about the people who get called skinny. It's a different kind of pain. It's not that you can just gain weight, it's in the head. You don't want to eat because every time you look in the mirror, you disgust yourself until it goes too far and you count every calorie of every meal. I'm just fed up. Fed up of people making fun of me. Fed up of being the second option. Fed up of feeling like nobody loves me. Fed up of how I look. Fed up of my scars. Fed up of life. Fed up of everything. I've just had enough. I have fucking attachment issues. I'm sorry I'm not perfect. I'm sorry I want to spend every second of the day with you. That's just how my brain works. And when I can't see you for even a day, I will go insane because I don't know how to deal with my own emotions very well. Nobody understands her problems. Some people think she cries merely to have people feel bad for her. But do they know the truth? Why she can't do her assignments? Why she doesn't like hugs? Why she gets upset at loud talking? Why she gets upset over small things? Why she cries almost every day? No one will understand her struggles. Nobody will realize the mental issues she goes through. Nobody will help her, and she doesn't tell anyone in fear that she will be made fun of, mocked. She doesn't like certain smells. She cries over nothing. Nobody believes her struggles are real merely because she can be happy and smile. There is a lot more to her than you can see. She hates herself. It's true. No one can stop her from hating herself. She is losing herself. She doesn't want to live anymore. She can't bear to hear the same words every day and see her body in the mirror with all the thoughts going on in her head, telling her that she isn't good enough. She takes meds to try and feel happy. She hates the meds. She hates her body. She hates her face. She hates her classes. She hates everyone and everything. And it all goes unnoticed. No one notices when she has new scars. No one notices when she doesn't go to school. No one notices all the times she's been begging for help. And they never will. I even think my own best friend is starting to hate me now. It's sad because I really liked her. I see her hanging around with other people and she seems like she is 10 times happier with different people. Especially that one girl. I hate my life so much. Even my own friends prefer others to me. I feel like every time I get close with someone, they always get bored of me. I think I spend too much time giving people all my heart just for them to leave me like everyone else ever has. I really didn't expect my life to be like this. Being the perfect child wasn't as perfect as anyone ever thought. I'm just so fucking done with everything at this point. I don't want to be here. I have nobody by my side and I feel so fucking alone. I just want to leave. Everyone says they care, but when they see my venting stories, they don't seem to ask if I'm okay. I just want to run away from my horrible household and never come back. Ever.